King of Sports, New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to New Japan Strong, and we thank you very much for joining us. We're on the road to ignition, and we have a very, very special broadcast for you, a huge treat in our main event. Alex, one match I want to get your thoughts on that we will see here on the broadcast. Adrian Quest, former tag team partners collide. Adrian Quest versus Barrett Brown. What do you think?
Well, I think that they should never have been a tag team. Just like I should have never been a tag team with Rocky Romero.
Oh,
Finally,
come on, you can't say that.
Finally, Barrett Brown has seen the light. Just like I have seen the light, and I have found you.
Well, Kevin Knight will take on TJP in our opening match as one of the newest members of the LA Dojo battles, one of the original members of the original LA Dojo. But our main event, boy, it is going to be so special. Team Filthy's JR Kratos and Danny Limelight take on Karl Fredericks, the #1 contender to the strong openweight title, and Satoshi Kojima. How about that?
It's the real deal, but things are about to get filthy.
We'll see what happens in our main event. You've seen Kojima on Impact, and now you'll see him here on Strong's main event. Let's head to the ring. Kevin Knight versus TJP.
Opening match 15分一本勝負を行います。
Fantastic way to kick this broadcast off. Welcome once again, everybody. New Japan Strong. Man, we are pumped up on the Ignition Tour.
青コーナー LA 当時183センチ91ケビン・ナイト
So Kevin Knight versus TJP will start us off. Big tag team match, as we told you about. Kojima, Karl Fredericks versus JR Kratos, Danny Limelight of Team Filthy. And Alex, the question I have for you, how does TJP deal with the athleticism, the raw athleticism of Kevin Knight? He's like a wild horse, this Kevin Knight.
Kevin Knight is incredibly athletic, but the experience that TJP has, you know, it's not like he's never faced an athlete before. Like, I mean, I don't know. Kevin Knight is definitely exceptional. There's no question. But I do believe that TJP has had enough experience to overcome any adversity.
赤コーナー178センチ79ザ・ヒル・アンプライ TJP!
And he's also got a banger of a theme. I mean, it's not Forever Hooligans, but what is?
Right, you can't match Forever Hooligans soundtrack.
Forever? Do you ever sing that, like, you know, at different times during the day? You have that theme song going through your head?
Yeah, actually. It's so catchy.
All right, so Kevin Knight in the blue corner, TJP in the left. Nick Badano, our referee, Alex.
Oh, Potassium.
What do you mean potassium?
Well, you know, you want to include potassium in your diet, you know. So I eat bananas.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah. Oh, I get it. It's banano. Banana.
Banana. That's a misspelling, I think.
All right, so Kevin Knight got a quick takedown. But again, Kevin Knight, of course, not just fresh out of the oven, cover and a kick out at 1. He had wrestled for quite a while up in the Pacific Northwest, trained with the late great Buddy Wayne, personal friend of mine. And, you know, the Jet was doing things in his career, wanted something different, and that's when he tried out with Katsuyori Shibata and was accepted to the LA Dojo. So he's got just enough experience, Alex, to be dangerous as he's learning the Shibata style.
I think it's important to remind people that it's not just anybody that can get into the dojo system of New Japan Pro Wrestling. You truly have to have a lot of heart. I mean, these young lions, don't be mistaken, they're no average athletes. I mean, just imagine have absolutely no air in you, and how do you still continue? That's what separates the boys from the men. It's not just anybody that can get into the dojo system. The fact that he's in the dojo training under Shibata is an incredible nod to him.
Oh, look at the way Kevin Knight, TJP tried to get cute there, and Kevin Knight quickly puts him right back into the head scissors. I can't tell you how many wrestlers I know who have asked about being a part of the LA Dojo system, and I've invited several to try out, and at the same time, there's been a few that I've said, you know, it might not be your thing. It might not be for you, because you're an extraordinary athlete, exactly what you said.
And, you know, it's about 90% that get turned down. Everybody wants to get into the LA Dojo system, you know, because the experience that you get, it's priceless. Look at that.
That's classic TJP right there. Put himself back in the head scissors just to throw Kevin Knight off balance. And now the face wash. You didn't know his face was dirty until now. It'll be sparkly clean after TJP gets done wiping his boot off it. Now watch this. Coming down the line. Kevin Knight there to cut
What
it off.
a huge body slam. Going for the cover right away. Kick out at 1.
Yes, indeed. So the rear chin lock attempted, and now ring it up the left arm. Side headlock. TJP will look to get quick out of this, perhaps. First the drop down. Let's see Kevin Knight move underneath the clothesline. Up and over the back. TJP hits the ropes. Watch the leapfrog on Kevin Knight. Hangs on, nothing doing there. Tries a drop kick. That's a youth-induced mistake.
And that's the thing, is that TJP can't match the power of Kevin Knight, but Kevin Knight can't match the experience and the agility of TJP. TJP is so quick, so resilient.
And all of that world experience, again, you know, TJP, of course, traveled the world. That's the story of his tattoos all over his body. They tell the story of his life and his career. He has not stayed in one place for very long. He's traveled the globe. He's wrestled on multiple continents, and he's picked up a little bit here and a little bit there, and he's weaved it together into this quilt of a pro wrestling style.
Well, that's exactly it. We're looking at two athletes here at completely different points of their careers. Kevin Knight is currently in the dojo system right now. TJP, and where I met TJP was in the original LA dojo. At the time, you know, the trainer was Kendo Kashin. I mean, TJP has literally done it all. Wrestled all over the world, twice over. He's a true OG.
He's having success in Impact Wrestling. He's creating controversy all over the world, and that slingshot senton there will go for a cover. Nick Bonanno gets to 2 and the kick out. So TJP in control here. Kevin Knight made that early mistake trying a drop kick and trying to catch TJP off guard. Oh, boy.
Slaps him.
Slap in the mouth. That's not something you pick up in any one wrestling style. That's how do you handle yourself in a fight. Now back to washing the face again.
Hey, if TJP thinks that he needs a washing, he probably knows better. Wow, what a drop kick.
Now that's the second time that TJP has failed to connect out of the corner. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker, nicely done. Kevin Knight goes for the cover, the leg hooked, and a 2 count. Tag team main event featuring
5
the
minutes
strong
is elapsed.
debut of
5
Satoshi
minutes.
Kojima coming up as we hear the 5-minute call. TJP getting to the ropes, trying to deny the Boston Crab. Not enough of a rope break for the referee to make Kevin Knight let go of the hold. But TJP uses the legs to spin Kevin Knight into the corner.
So we're in the year 2021, and, you know, how about this? TJP made his debut at New Japan Pro Wrestling with Rocky Romero, Ricky Reyes, and Bryan Danielson, known as the LA Dojo Boys, in 2002.
Cover. Yeah, almost 20 years ago. Again, TJP, a teenager just out of high school, when he got to go on his first tour of New Japan. So, another product of the dojo system, Satoshi Kojima, as I told you, in our main event tag team action. TJP going to the top, Kevin Knight down flat. Here we go. Ooh, Swanton out of the way. And the snapmare, now Kevin Knight on the move. Here he comes. Alex trucks right through him.
What a vicious tackle.
2 and a kick
You know, a
out.
lot of people don't know, but TJP, you know,
Ooh.
you know, you see the sportsman-like athlete in TJP. Oh, look at that submission.
That is the Cobra Twist, folks, and that is how you do it. Just like that.
Time, 6 minutes and 27 seconds. Here
Great
is your
sportsmanship
winner,
shown by TJP, not letting Kevin Knight
TJP.
collapse to the mat, instead keeping him upright.
I don't know about this, Kevin, honestly. I want to see the real TJP. A lot of people don't know this, but he's actually an asshole. I've gotten to know him pretty well, and I just want to see him be himself. Quit pretending to be this goody-two-shoe veteran.
Oh, come on.
I just hope it's a matter of time. Screw sportsmanship, Theodore. Let it all out.
How dare you?
Look,
Come on.
he doesn't owe anything to anybody.
Strong's underway on the Ignition Tour. We'll be back.
第2試合20分一本勝負を行います。
What happens when a professional wrestler makes a situation all about themselves? Barrett Brown. Well, wait a minute. What is Bateman doing with Barrett Brown? Barrett Brown turned on his partner, Adrian Quest, who only had his best interest at heart, and Barrett Brown frustrated by the fact he couldn't pick up wins, boo-hoo. And now these two are going to look to put the screws, perhaps, to Adrian Quest. I don't like the fact that Barrett Brown has aligned himself with this maniac Bateman. Alex, what do you say?
I say I'm digging what I'm seeing.
74キロ50キャリバー
Hey, listen, there's no denying the talent of Barrett Brown, but he couldn't get wins. He couldn't get the job done on his own. He started to have victories when he was in a tag team with Adrian Quest. And whether you or Rocky got the win, forever hooligans, that's the most important part, right?
Look, I mean, when you look at Barrett Brown and the bad luck that he's had, sometimes it could be a reflection of maybe he wasn't being himself.
Well, who he is the man who betrayed that man right there, Adrian Quest. Now, Adrian Quest has faced tough times in his life outside of the squared circle, no doubt about it. He grew up on the rough side of town. So if Barrett Brown wants to fight, I think Adrian Quest will be the man to bring it.
I'm loving Adrian Quest's get up. Look at that hoodie. He could probably survive in Moscow.
I was about to say that's a little bit hooligan-esque. Some of the same fur. What was that, muskrat that you had on your head?
Exactly.
Muskrat. All right, so Adrian Quest versus Barrett Brown, a tag team imploding. About a month or so ago here on Strong, and now let's see if Barrett Brown has success on his own. Bell sounds, we're underway.
All about you. It was never about us, all about you, right?
No, it's all about you, Barrett Brown.
Well, Kevin, while it may have appeared as though Barrett Brown was making it about himself because he was so expressive and vocal about it, but you could also make the case that it was about Adrian Quest.
Because Adrian Quest is in this not for Barrett Brown's betterment. I agree with that. Adrian Quest is here. That's why professional wrestling is a very tough, individualistic sport. Even in a tag team scenario, you've got partners who are jockeying for position who would love to have, perhaps each man moves up the ranks and they're a qualifier for a strong open weight title shot. Okay, that's an individual title. Oh, and Barrett Brown left himself open there, and Adrian Quest making Barrett Brown pay for his sins. And the Texan slung to the ropes, driven down with the elbow. Adrian Quest stalking his former partner. I see your point to a certain extent, Alex. But at the same time, you don't handle your business like that in the public eye and attack your former partner now from behind. You have words in the back, you agree to disagree, and you move on.
Some would behave in that manner, but Barrett Brown had the urge to handle business the way that he did. I don't see why we should judge him for it.
Okay, that's what we are. We're in the judgment business. That's what we do here. We judge. And as Barrett Brown was about to get caught again, he retreats to the safety of the blue corner. Adrian Quest, I'm sure, sees that 6'4" Bateman as well. So coming together now. So Adrian Quest, he can rely on Bateman's expertise and an extra set of eyes. But it's all Barrett Brown here.
It's all Barrett Brown. Bateman is just there for support. We don't have to worry about Bateman getting involved. Let's not create excuses.
We're not. Beautiful tornado there. And now Barrett Brown, trying to cover up, was able to, and again retreats to the floor.
I mean, I am loving the focus and intelligence of Barrett Brown rolling out of the ring when he's in trouble. I love it.
And again, Barrett Brown is playing great defense here and catches Adrian Quest coming in, drives the elbow. So a smart attack from Barrett Brown. Oh, I'll tell you what. That is a rough landing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Adrian Quest really took a hard
6,
hit on the apron.
7.
Barrett Brown
8,
measuring the time.
9,
He's got to pay attention to
10,
the. Could
11,
face a count out here. They're fighting
12,
on the floor. And
13.
now at the 12, they'll roll him in, and the fight will continue inside the ring. Oh!
What a kick to the ribs, Kevin. Wow.
Oh! Can hear Adrian Quest struggling to get those first couple of breaths in.
Oh, my God. What a chop. Blistering the chest of Adrian Quest. I mean, yes, you can say that Barrett Brown is somewhat crazed, somewhat unbalanced, unhinged, but you gotta agree with me, he's so much looser than he was. Look at that.
I agree with you. Loose, but not lacking any intensity. Immediately topping Adrian Quest and getting the 2. Barrett Brown had been put on notice. I think unspoken notice. If you don't get wins here on New Japan Strong, they will bring in someone else who can get wins here on the program. That's the reality of professional wrestling. So Barrett Brown, I think, had that clock in his head and realized that his time was just about out. Started teaming with Adrian Quest. They had tag team success. Adrian Quest was getting all the wins, though.
Selfish, wouldn't you say? Selfish, wouldn't you say?
I would say it was the way the tag matches worked out. It's just the way it works out. But nevertheless, Barrett Brown still had that clock in his head and realized that he was still perhaps on the cut line, and he is fighting like a man who has a point to prove without making those same impetuous mistakes that he was doing. He was reaching, he was overarching, he was going too fast, too hard, he was leaving himself open. Now here, perfect control. He's got Adrian Quest right where he wants it.
Well, you know what makes diamonds.
5 minutes.
Maybe that kind of pressure that he was under was exactly what he needed to become unhinged and to just let go and be himself.
Cover 2.
Cuts him down right away. I'm loving how focused and intense and loose Bear Brown is. He's truly becoming 50 caliber.
Now back out on the floor.
2.
And the referee begins the
And
count
he's going for
again.
that
Try
suplex
this
again. Oh, he connects.
5.
This time connecting with the
6,
suplex. Bateman
7,
alerting Barrett Brown to get in the
8,
ring and take the
9,
victory by countout.
10. 11.
Now this situation where Barrett
12,
Brown has been in,
13.
he wasn't satisfied
14,
with the countout, but he is going to get one here, it would appear, as Adrian Quest
17,
is close to the ring,
18,
but is
19,
now on his feet. Dives, rolls, yes, just before the 20.
And Baron Brown quickly on top of Adrian Quest, push him into that corner. And a hard chop.
Adrian Quest trying to do all he can to cover up, but his defenses are weakened after that suplex on the floor. Barrett Brown clipping him with another right hand, and now looking to the top here, Alex. This is a dangerous situation for both men.
Adrian Quest fighting with everything he's got to get Bear Brown off of him. Wait a minute.
And now,
Springboard
whoa!
run off the top. My God.
Barrett Brown took a little too much time trying to take stock after Adrian Quest clipped him, and Quest made him pay.
That's what makes Adrian Quest so dangerous when you're around the apron, around the ropes. Adrian knows how to utilize those ropes so well.
So battle of former partners here. Strong on the Ignition Tour, and now Adrian Quest begins the charge. Pair of knockdowns, swing and a miss. Creates distance, tries another clothesline. Now backslide, no.
Oh,
Whoa!
what a roundhouse kick.
Lands on his feet, underneath the clothesline. Here comes Barrett Brown. He ducks one. Barrett Brown creates distance. Oh, how about that down the line? The shooting star press. Adrian Quest closes in and scores.
1.
What an innovative maneuver.
2,
Shooting star press off
3,
the apron onto Barrett Brown. Rolling him inside the ring. Desperate to get this win. Wants to make Barrett Brown pay for what he did to Adrian.
Now the springboard, no, missed the clothesline. The back elbow frees Quest. Change of direction. How about that drop kick? My goodness. Cover, center of the ring, 2. Hey, kicked out.
Telling you, Kevin, I'm seeing a new Barrett Brown. He's more loose. He's more unhinged. He's more focused. I feel like he finally found his frequency. And maybe that's what attracted Bateman to be in his corner.
You make a very good point. And now let's see if he can close the deal as we see Bateman.
Wow, what a kick to the chest. He's really punishing Adrian. Oh.
How about that? German suplex. Oh!
Catches him with a high
Major
kick.
League head. Yeah, that head kick.
Wow.
Oh, yes. 2. No. Barrett Brown showing his heart. Kicking out at 2. Adrian Quest can really dial up some innovative offense when needed. And he is a handful for any opponent.
Wow. And Barrett Brown returns a kick of his own to the head of Adrian Quest and suplexes him right in that buckle. Neck.
Dragging him away from the ropes, 2. And another kick out. But Barrett Brown wasting no time. Comes in. Side of the knee, side of the head. No! Thought that was for sure the knockout. And now is Barrett Brown hearing some of those same echoes lingering. The frustration, is it beginning to mount? Unable to get the victory over his former tag team partner.
Wow. Catches
10
him
Just
minutes
with
as
have
the-
Adrian-
elapsed.
yeah.
10 minutes.
And you hear the 10-minute call.
Look at him
But
stomping.
it,
Oh!
oh! That was desperation, but it paid off. Butterfly up. Version of Tiger Driver there. Now Adrian Quest. Don't think go. You gotta go here.
High risk
Hey,
maneuver.
come on now. Bateman, nothing more than a visual distraction. Enough time for Barrett Brown to get out of the way. Roll up. He's got the tights. He's got
I don't
the
know about the
tights.
tights. What I saw was Adrian Quest taking too long at the top, missing it, and Adrian Barrett Brown taking advantage. Beautiful work.
Yet he was too long on the top because Bateman jumped up on the apron, didn't touch Barrett, didn't touch Quest. That would have been a DQ, but just enough of a distraction to allow enough time to elapse. And then, of course, I think everybody watching saw the pull of the tights, the added leverage. Barrett Brown gets the win. So it's a results-driven industry. And the results say Barrett Brown got the victory by any means necessary, Alex.
If the referee didn't see it, it didn't happen. But what I'm seeing right now is a new version of Barrett Brown, and I'm loving it.
Tag team main event coming up in just a few moments here on New Japan Strong. A new Barrett Brown has been unleashed.
We will now take a short break to clean and disinfect the ring.
You got exactly what you wanted, Barry. A win. Your first victory, congrats. Over Adrian Quest of all people. Well, what'd you have to do to get that win? Cheat? Have someone come ringside to help you? You ain't dog. This ain't over.
Oh, hell no! Hell no, Adrian. I saw what happened out there. Them sons of bitches stole a win on you. And if there's one thing I can't stand is a bully. Listen to this. Young Fuego, right? Anytime, any place, anywhere. You need backup? Mr. No Days Off, the suntan Superman ain't hard to find. You a grown-ass man. You can handle your own. But if you need backup, I got your back, baby. Give me some love. Block the hate.
Oh, yeah?
Would you have to? Oh, I'm checking out new merch on Token Shop Global.
Oh, yeah, they put out new products like every month.
I just got a t-shirt.
I got a beautiful towel.
I just got boxers.
Oh, yeah?
I'm wearing them right now. I just ordered a mask. Good, the sooner the better, because I don't want to see your ugly face.
I love Token Shop Global.
I as well.
The stars of today and the legends of the past come together on your smartphone. NJPW Collection. Pick up cards from special draft events. Use your collected cards to form your own faction or exchange them for limited edition special cards. Check in live from venues or remotely from home to get special tickets and items. Add all of New Japan Pro Wrestling to your collection now. NJPW Collection.
お待たせしました。本日のメインイベント、30分一本勝負を行います。
The awesome force of JR Kratos. And the buzzing fly-like annoyance of Danny Limelight. Part of Team Filthy. They are quite a handful as a tag team. JR Kratos is an absolute, just a menacing force, and Danny Limelight is just a menace.
I love this pairing. You know, you get a guy like Kratos. I don't even know if I can call him a guy, but he's this monster from hell, teaming up with this super cool fella from Miami.
Danny Limelight!
Yeah, Limelight's certainly the change-up guy in this. It's all power from JR Kratos, but he can surprise you with his agility. 305 pounds, JR Kratos. My goodness. But what a treat we've got in our tag team main event here on the Ignition Tour. The #1 contender to the Strong Openweight Championship, Karl Fredericks, teaming with the legend, making his Strong debut. We recently saw Yuji Nagata. Now we're taking a look at the strong arm, Satoshi Kojima, one of the all-time greats, a true legend of Japanese wrestling, Alex.
Very true. Former IWGP Heavyweight Champion. Him and Tenzan are former 6-time IWGP Tag Team Champions. He made his debut in 1991. Has a background in judo, and he's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet.
But don't try that strong right arm.
Oh, yeah.
Because he will look to lariat a fool here, and that could have Danny Limelight's name on it.
挑戦者 LA 道長185センチ100キロチアルファウルフカルー・フレドリックさん183センチ108キロ小島サトシ
Look at the size of those pythons.
Brother never misses arm day or chest day.
レフェリージェレミー・マーカス
So this is our tag team main event here on the Ignition Tour in New Japan Strong. It's JR Kratos and Danny Limelight representing Team Filthy. And obviously they have a mission in mind. That is to slow down Karl Fredericks and avoid the power of Satoshi Kojima. But obviously Fredericks, the #1 contender, thanks to his elimination of the Strong Openweight champion, Filthy Tom Lawler, in the that exciting elimination tag we saw recently here on Strong.
That's very true. He eliminated Lawler, an impressive feat, which earned him the #1 contendership, which I'm looking forward to.
That will be an exciting bout. Jeremy Marcus, the official, calls for the bell. And Kojima, Kratos, a great way to start.
Well, actually, it's a questionable debut for Kojima, because in his debut, he gets to face off against the monster that is Kratos. That is no easy task.
Absolutely. And Kratos offering the handshake, and that just opens the door. Oh, but Kojima with an answer, looking for the Koji cutter early. Kratos shoves him away.
Just like that, and very quickly. The power on Kratos.
Don't try peck popping, Kratos, because nobody does it like Kojima. Oh, swing and a miss. Kojima off the ropes. Oh.
It's going to take a lot more to get the big man down.
And the power of Kratos, unlike any other here on Strong, just rolls right through Kojima. Kojima, who flew over from Japan earlier this week, spent a couple of days training with Shibata and crew at the LA Dojo, and now seeing action, and man, oh man, he got rocked and needing a tag. Karl Fredericks leaping into the fight, though, Alex.
Well, Fredericks is definitely not known to be afraid. You know, he's not afraid of anybody, anything. That's what allowed him to have the success that he has had so far. Oh my God, what a quick jab by Kratos. Kratos, such a heavy monster, but the way that he moves is so impressive.
Beautiful leapfrog by Fredericks, and tries to catch Kratos coming in.
And how smart was it of Kratos to just move out of the way? Just moved out of the way, and Fredericks crashing down.
And this time ripping the right hand, and Kojima gets caught looking in, driven to the deck, and now Limelight touches the back. He'll be declared legal, and now the changeup. Let's see how Danny Limelight will use the quickness and the frustrating elusiveness that he possesses. Oh, wait, another quick tag. Get the big man right back in.
A hard right. isolating Fredericks in the corner. Things are not looking good for the team of Fredericks and Kojima. I know Kojima took a long flight to the States. He's probably going to take a long flight with a loss back to Japan. By the way things are looking.
It might be the case. Yeah, we'll see. And the takedown by Kratos leads to the near fall, and now Kratos just leaning that weight, that 305 frame, driving the knees in. Could be looking for a stoppage here.
And those right there are vicious shots. The way that he drives his forearms down with all his weight and driving his knee into the ribs of Fredericks. Those are hard.
And you see the fundamentals are sound on Kratos. He shot the half earlier to lead to the first cover, and then driving those knees in looking for a stoppage. He knows what he's doing in there, no doubt about it. As does Danny Limelight, who has been making a lot of waves and not too many friends in the industry as of late. Now got the referee distracted. What in the world is this?
I mean, Fredericks clearly poked Daniel Limelight in the eye, and the referee
Yes, sure.
check him.
Absolutely. Cover and a kick out at 1. So Karl Fredericks, of course, shaking off the injury bug that befell him towards the end of last year and has made some impressive moves here in the first half of 2021, finds himself in the #1 contendership for the strong open weight title. And we're looking forward to that championship match against Filthy Tom Lawler. Back in the corner, another tag. And they are working smartly as a duo. You said it, Alex. This team is got all the earmarks of a great one, with the size power of Kratos and the speed, intensity of Limelight with some tag team acumen mixed in.
Watch this, watch this. Oh, what a huge suplex in the middle of that ring.
And now Kratos will tag Danny Limelight. He'll keep an eye on Fredericks. Pop up.
Oh, drops the knees.
And then right into the midsection. Kojima again knocked off the apron. Cover 2 and a kick out.
Welcome to New Japan Strong, Kojima.
Well, I doubt Kojima expected a vacation when he came over to compete here on Strong, but this has certainly not gone the way the Red Corner team would have wanted.
Look how scrappy Daniel Limelight is, just driving those elbows over the back of Fredericks.
5 minutes has elapsed. 5 minutes.
You hear the 5-minute call. This is our main event tag team match. Suplex attempt. Fredericks widens the base.
Oh, look at that spinning back fist. Oh!
Fredericks this time able to execute. Limelight looked to elevate Fredericks back into the buckle, but it was Karl Fredericks turning things around. Now can the Alpha Wolf make the tag? The time is now. Can he get there? Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Oh, and Kratos tagged in as well. Here comes Kratos. Watch out, Kojima. Oh, my goodness. Could be looking to unleash some machine gun chops. We saw 50 caliber Barrett Brown earlier on. Kojima unloading the whole clip into the chest of J.R. Kratos.
Like 100 chops there.
Say it. Yes. We can't repeat it. It's a bad word. Watch this top rope elbow drop. My God, like cinder blocks into the chest of Kratos. Kojima cover. Oh, just a 1 count.
Did you see the way that Kojima popped up in the air after Kratos kicked him off? I mean, my God, he looked like a ragdoll for a moment. A succession.
Rolling elbow. And now here he comes. Watch the caught. Oh, power slam. Kratos feeling the effects of the machine gun chops. And now JR, oh, look at this. Here we go. Alex.
What power on Kratos. Amazing.
Wow.
And will that be
Cover 2 and he kicks out.
Kojima barely able to push Kratos off of him.
Karl Fredericks still recovering on the outside after taking a lot of punishment.
Oh my God, just slapping him. and exchanging hard forearms. Kratos not showing any respect to the legend. Menacing.
Here he comes. Watch out for his own clothesline. No, Kojima blocks it.
Oh.
Swats the right arm away. And the Koji cutter. Yes, sir.
Will he be able
Kojima
to?
needs a tag, but he can't get one, so he'll go for the cover here. 2, and Limelight jumps in to break it up. That could have been 3, but Danny Limelight broke it up.
Kratos making his way to his corner, tagging the
And
fresher man.
this could be trouble now for Kojima, as Limelight will look to further weaken Kojima. Watch out! No!
Oh,
Catch him with the left.
God. Kojima flipping Limelight upside down with a lariat.
And now the chance and the tag to Karl Fredericks. Couldn't get over to make a tag.
Oh, what a thud to the chest of Daniel Limelight.
Intensity building here. Wait a minute. Fredericks steps underneath. Oh! Snaps him across his back. Here comes Karl. Yes, sir. Watch out for Koji. What a spine buster. What a spine buster. Kratos jumps in, breaks up the pin.
Now Kratos tossing Kojima to the outside.
All right, so potential 2-on-1 situation here, but Fredericks doesn't have to deal with Kratos. He's out on top of Kojima. It'll come down to the legal men, and it's Limelight on the doorstep of victory.
What a springboard stomp to the back of Fredericks.
To the cover, 1, 2, and the number 1 contender almost tasted defeat.
And I'm loving this exchange between Daniel Limelight and Fredericks. Two hungry
10
athletes.
minutes has elapsed. 10 minutes.
And now gonna hook him up here. Watch this. No, Fredericks denies. Limelight lands on his feet. Could choke him out. No. Shot to the back. Manifest Destiny. No. Out of the way.
Oh my goodness!
Say goodnight, Danny Limelight. Wait a minute. He's still conscious. Trying the Boston Crab. Now to the single leg.
The intensity of Fredericks, it's almost like he's trying to send a message.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. Kojima's got Kratos. Yes,
And
sir. Limelight taps out.
He submits Daniel Limelight. My God, I don't know if I've seen a more intense
of Satoshi Kojima and
Karl Fredericks.
Fredericks.
And perhaps sending a message to Tom Lawler, letting him know that he's got the grit to face him.
That's fighting like a champion. That's winning a match like a champion.
And your winners, the team of Satoshi Kojima and Karl Fredericks.
Hey, wait a minute. Kratos now jumping in, attacking Kojima. Kojima and Kratos. Kratos, Kojima. Kratos shoving the ringside attendants away.
And that would be a great singles battle. I would love to see Kratos lock horns with Kojima in singles action.
Trust me, Koji wants it too. Tell you what, you bring a New Japan legend over here to Strong, and they're going to fight you. No doubt about it. Kojima and Kratos having to be separated, but Karl Fredericks gets the win. This Ignition Tour is underway, folks, and Karl Fredericks with an opportunity at his first championship in New Japan Pro Wrestling, the Strong Openweight title, and a glimpse at greatness there the legend Satoshi Kojima. What a way to wrap up this edition of New Japan Strong. Trust me, it's not over between Kratos and Kojima, and Karl Fredericks will get that opportunity coming soon against Filthy Tom Lawler and the Strong Openweight title. For Alex Kozlov, I'm Kevin Kelly. We'll see you next week.